So here is the Amazon Basics 5 shelf with the actual rollers. So I've already assembled one. Here's one that's new in the box. So I'm gonna make an assembly video. I'm gonna show you how to assemble this, super easy. And I'm gonna make this one match the same height of the shelves on that one. So this might be a long video. I'm gonna try not to edit it, but let's go ahead and dig into this and I'll show you exactly how this thing works. All right, so we got it. You're gonna want a knife, cut this open. Okay. All right, so here's your shelf, first one. Here's some of your arms right there. We'll set these over here. Rollers. Now, I have quite a few shelves because I need them for work, but if you get the one with the rollers, it's gonna make your life a lot easier because you're gonna be able to move these shelves around. So if you need to clean underneath them, keep that in mind. Now, 2 of these wheels actually lock, so if you don't want it to roll, which one of these is the locking version. But we'll go ahead and dig into this. Oh yeah, here it is. So these are the locking version, and you just twist these, it'll lock the wheels. 2 of them lock, 2 of them don't. Here's all of your accessories. These are gonna be the clips, the plastic clips that you're gonna need to keep the shelves from sliding down. So, and then of course, here's all the shelves. Now, let's go ahead and pull everything out so we can assemble this pretty quickly. Now these little plastic caps between each shelf so that they don't vibrate and scratch each other. So you're gonna get a lot of plastic caps that are gonna fall all over the place. So we'll just do those, more legs. And there we go. So there we go. We got all of our shelves out. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And let's get started. All right, so we need a base shelf here. So we're gonna need the plastic pieces. Let's go ahead and open that. We're just gonna go ahead and dump these out because we're gonna be needing these. So we'll put those all out there. Instructions, well, read them if you need to. Now, if you don't want to use the rollers, it does come with just the feet. So if you don't want it to roll around, you can use these feet. I don't use them, but it's nice to have the option, right? So we've got all these. Now the yellow bag is your spare in case you break these or lose these. Now these are the plastic clips that'll hold the shelves to the actual arms. So we'll put that out of the way for now. And in this bag is a cable. This will allow you to, if you wanted to put this against a wall, this cable, you would actually mount it to the wall so this won't tip over. So if it were to tip over, you would have this cable right here attached to the wall so it'll keep it more stable. So if you want to use that, go for it. But you get all these bags of clips. So we're gonna open the first one. And there is our first one. There should be 8 of them in here. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So you have 8 of those. And now we're gonna need arms. So we need to find the one that has the mounts on the bottom, which it looks like these are it right here. So you're gonna want the ones that have the threaded holes on the bottom. So this will be the bottom where you put your wheels, okay? Or if you wanna use the pads, you can use the pads as well. We're not gonna use those, so we don't care about that. But here's 2 of them. Now we need 2 more that have, there we go. So that was easy enough to find. So we'll go ahead and pull those out. All right, so now we have the 4. And the way it's gonna work is we're just gonna slide these up there just like this. And that'll be the foundation of what we're doing. Now, we wanna match this one. So let's take a look. You're gonna take these little clips. Now there's a little ridge. When you actually get this, you can see this because it probably won't show up on camera, but there's a little lip here, and it actually will go into these indents. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna slide this up to match. So it looks like I went up to the 3rd one. Or let's see, that's the first one right there. And actually I have this on backwards. So make sure you have the threaded hole on the bottom. Now on these shelves, These are tapered, so it's skinnier here and it goes wider. So you want the wider end to go down because that's how it's gonna stop from sliding down these poles. So make sure you have the wide down, the narrow on top, and then of course the pole, we need to have the threaded on the bottom. So we're gonna do this just like that. And then what we wanna do is we wanna match, let me see what I can do here. So that is not matching. So we're gonna go up one. Looks like that, because I'm trying to match the shelving on this. Now these little plastic clips say top, so they tell you exactly how to do it. And you're gonna need one on each side. So that's gonna go around there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So if you take a look, watch, this will slide up and then that plastic will lock this in place. Actually, it looks like it slipped off. Let's go ahead and push this back up. So I don't want it on that. We want to go up to the top one here. That's the one we want. Okay, so we have it clipped in place. We'll put this in. So that looks like it's matching that. So we'll just go ahead and go around. We need another pole. Make sure that's in here like this. Drop it in, grab two plastic pieces. So we're not going on the very bottom, we're going on the second. And I'll just go ahead and push that up. All right, so now we got two. And then we need to grab this, throw that in there like there. Make sure we have that there and that there. Go ahead and push it up, now it's in place. Let's go to this one. We need our pole. Flip it around, slide it in, and there we go. Lock that in place, both plastic clips, and there we go. Okay, so that's what it looks like. That's your foundation. Pretty cool, right? So what we should do is we should add the rollers right now. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna need a knife. Cut this tape out. And let's see here. I'll just cut it. There we go. Let's make our lives easier. All right, so here's the two locking. And we'll pull it out. So you can see the lock here. I don't know if you can see that on camera. And these will lock in place. So you just flip these that'll keep it from moving. And then you can unlock it, and now it rolls. Okay, so you got two locking. And we have two standard ones here. So it's up to you to decide what side you want them on. Now, in the picture, according to the manual, you'd put your two locking on a side like this. So that would be the ideal way to do it. Of course, you can do it however you want. So they just thread in, just like a screw, no big deal. And it does have a tool. So let me just get this started, if I can. Use my right hand, I'm not left-handed. So let me just see if I can get that. All right, so we are started. I'm gonna do it by hand just to get this in there as fast as I can because the tool really sucks. But you just need the tool to tighten it, that last few threads, so that they don't get loose. So we'll just go ahead and do this as fast as we can. Get these in there. I definitely like the rollers better than the feet because believe it or not, you're gonna probably need to move this shelf. You may not think so, but you probably will. Now keep in mind when you add the rollers, the feet, it does make the height of the overall shelf higher. So if you're cramped for space, you may have to just use the actual feet. And the cool thing about the feet is they're adjustable. So if you need to balance it, if your floor is crooked or maybe you're on carpet or a rug, you can adjust the feet. Now here's the tool. Hopefully that shows up on camera. That's gonna be we'll be able to tighten these down, that last few threads. So yeah. Now these things are a little bit oily or greasy or whatever they put on there to lube it. Keep that in mind. But we'll get it. Just gotta be patient, work on it. We're getting it. Super easy. Okay, so now that's hand tight. That's hand tight. Now you can just take the tool, we should be able to. Now inside is a little bolt, and we'll just kind of crank on it a little bit here, just to get it those last. Now what's happening is this rod is actually turning when I push this. So you're gonna wanna hold it, and there we go, that's tight. Tight enough, you don't need to go overboard on it. Just hold it, there, tight enough. Let's go ahead and flip it. And let's get this one in there. Now you can see how long that is. That's about 1.5 inches, I would guess. So it does thread pretty far in there. That's why it takes so long, but it's good because it helps keep the rack stable. You don't want these wheels breaking off, obviously. So that one started. Let's go ahead and get this one going, and we'll get it. Getting it started is the hardest part, and then it just takes a little bit of patience just to get these in there. But you just got to keep working it, and you'll get it in there eventually. And then once we have that, then we're going to match each one of these shells. So that's going to be our next objective here. So hopefully we can get this done in less than 15 minutes. And if you are watching this video still, you must be bored. I'm just kidding. Super simple to put this together. The next level of arms, they just screw into each other. So it's not complicated. I mean, I think this is the hardest part right here. Then the next hardest part is just making sure that the shelves are level, because you're gonna have to count these little indents in order to keep your shelves level. So it's really imperative that your first shelf is exactly level, because you're gonna every shelf will be keyed off of this one. Otherwise you're gonna mess, it'll be a pain in the butt. But this is the most tedious part here, because the length of this bolt is long. So we'll get it going here. And then we'll have 2 shelves, which will be great because I need it for all of this storage, all this crap that we get. Every time you buy a product, you get leftover pieces, extra pieces. It's just a pain in the butt to keep track of all that crap. So we need storage for all that stuff. All right, so these are hand tight. Now just go ahead and hold this arm. We'll get it in there and we'll tighten it up as best we can here. And let me get it around there. Okay, so what's going on here? And that one should be good. Let's see what this one does. Okay, well, it's good enough for now. All right, we don't need that anymore. Now we can prop that up just like this. Let's move this just like that. So look, the bottom shelves are identical. That's gonna be my preference. Now what we wanna do is we wanna match these plastic pieces. So we're gonna need 8 more of those. We'll open a package here. My hands are all greasy from putting that in there, so I'll just use a knife. Get that going here. All right, so what we want to do is match this. So it looks like what I'm going to do is that right there. Is that about right? No, that's not right. So it looks like it's right about there. Yeah. Okay, so what are we on? Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We gotta match that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we go up. So let's just see if we can get this right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're not on 11, we're actually 1 up from 11. So we're gonna do that. And let's see how that looks over there. Okay, it looks about right. All right, I guess we're gonna find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 1 up. Okay, so that's where it goes. And we're gonna know here in about 10 seconds. So we know that it's this. And now there are double divots, so that'll help you count actually. So if you look at the pattern. Now let's take a shelf. Let's go ahead and, now we got to make sure that the wide is on the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and hook that, and then hook that, and get this. Let's let it go all the way down. Okay, look at that. So as you put more weight on it, it'll actually tighten up. But the main thing is we want to make sure we're essentially there. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take another set of these. And we're gonna put the arms in. Okay, so now this has a top on it, so this is sealed. So we know that this is gonna be the absolute top of this. And you can see here, hopefully on the camera, it's threaded. So these will just thread right in like this, just like that. Let's get that in there. Perfect. So, and then you're going to want to make sure these are tight because these are come a little bit loose. So go ahead and tighten that. And then we'll put it up here just like this. So this is super easy to assemble, guys. Not a big deal. Just got to knock it out. And actually, we'll see what the time is on this. We'll see how much time it took us to assemble this. I've already assembled one before, obviously. So I'm able to do it a little bit faster than the first time. So let's go ahead and put these out. Okay. And I mean, technically, you could just open them all up if you wanted to. You're going to need them all anyways. So, however, whatever process you want to create for yourself. Okay, now let's go over here. Let's match this up. Now we're going to need to go up. Let me grab 2 of these. Let's take a look. So we're here. We want to be right about here. So you want to make sure it says top up. And then I'm going to do that and that. Let me see. Okay, that's it. So we're just going to match that all the way around. It would appear that we are right about here. Let me just go ahead and match that up. Okay, so we need to add 2 more arms. Okay, again, super obvious. Make sure these are tight. Tighten that up. Set it in here. Screw that in, no big deal. Make sure this is tight. Okay, get it over here. Now, I went with the actual matte black one, which I like better. They do make this in stainless steel. So that's up to you. It's a preference thing. I have both. I have the stainless and the black. So we came over to this. So we want to go here because I know that since there's a double indent here, that's exactly where I want to be. So these little double indents will help you keep track of where you are. So I think that's right. We'll find out here real quick if I did it correctly. So now I need to stand up. I might be out of camera, but you don't need to stare at me. All right, so let's get this. This will go down. And what do you guys think? Let me see what this looks like on camera so we can make sure. Oh yeah, all good. Let me just adjust this up a little bit. So now we are. All right, guys, there we go. I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm not too worried about it. So let me see, is that crooked or did we get it right? It looked like it was crooked. I think we got it right. Looks, okay, so now we're gonna go up to the next, we're gonna add the next shelf here. And it looks like we're right up about here. So that's another double indent. So we have this one, and we have this one. Okay. So is this up? Oh, okay. Up. Oops. Always make sure you check that it says top when you put these on. I might have, it looks about right. Okay. So anyways, this is super easy, guys, not complicated, assuming you're still watching this video. But definitely recommend these racks. It's like one of the number one selling, it's the number one selling rack on Amazon. This is the Amazon Basics 5-shelf tier. So there we go. All right, so we got them all on. Now, let's add this shelf. Let's see if we did it right. Make sure that, there we go. Uh-oh. So we've had one fall off. I went on it too hard. It's fine. Okay. We lost a piece over here. Let's make sure so I guess we need to go up one more and let's see, this is the top. Okay, all right. So when I drop this shelf, I'm gonna do it a little slower this time so we don't knock off the plastic clips. So we'll go a little bit slower. And then once we got it, there we go. Good to go. Okay, now we're on the last one, guys. I don't know how much time it's taken me, but not too bad. I'm gonna do it at the very top because we don't need a lip on the top. So, okay, I don't know if we're on camera. Let me take a look here. You guys can see the top. All right, you can see what I'm doing. All right, we're almost done, guys. And then we'll test the last shelf. We'll be good to go. If you guys want to buy one of these, just go to Amazon. There's a link in the description and the comment. They sell 1,000 of these a month. This exact model, 1,000. They have different. Amounts of shells and different heights and different widths. And of course, if you want the wheels, no wheels, if you want stainless steel or black. All right, guys, take a look. Completed. Now, if you wanted to lock the wheels, you could lock them just by pushing these down with your feet. And now it's not going to move. It's on carpet. It's sliding, but I'm going to turn them off. And they're spring loaded too. So, but there you guys go. Take a look. So we got 2 of these. Let's go ahead and pull this one out. Get that out of the way. So let's just see how we did. How about that? Hopefully this shows up on camera. So that's what it would look like. And then my plan, the whole purpose of doing this is to be able to fit bins. So I measured these. These are actually from, you can order these. And these will stack nicely on the shelves. So that was the whole point. So I'm gonna put that there. And then, now you wanna put the heavier things on the bottom because you wanna have a solid foundation. So the heavier it is, the lower it should go. And then this should fit on top. Yeah, that's a tight fit. So let's go here. So that fits perfectly. Now let's just check this one. Yeah, see, perfect fit. So that was the goal because I tried to match the height of the shelves to the containers that I was buying. So that was the whole goal here with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna just throw these on there just to see what it looks like. So we got one there, and then you got one right here. Okay, guys, so this should fit here, and it should fit here. So that was the whole goal, right? So we should be able to go like this, just to give you guys an idea. And then we'll take this and go right here. So what do you guys think? And then I got the smaller ones here. So we got 6 total, but 2. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that assembly video. If you need one, look in the pinned comment or check the description, but you can pick these up fairly cheap. So great way to organize your life. All right, see you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.